Hi, I'm Nick Holzer. I'm the founder of Whisk, the AI-powered food platform acquired by Samsung in 2019. So we've been expanding Samsung's digital food experience, and today I'm excited to share our progress, vision, and really importantly here at SDC, how partners can engage with the platform. So over the last few decades, thanks to technology, our experience with food has changed quite dramatically. In the past, we relied on handwritten family scrapbooks and cookbooks to get our recipes, whereas today, we're inspired by recipes that we discover from a really broad range of news sources. Websites and blogs, videos on YouTube, TikTok, or TV, even grandma's recipes are now digital so they can be shared with the whole family so everyone can enjoy them. In the past, many households did one big weekly grocery shop, but today, many households buy groceries online and then visit convenience stores for smaller top-up shops. Another example is that in the past, many houses were designed with 3 separate rooms for cooking, the kitchen, entertaining, the living room, and eating, the dining room. Today, many kitchens look very different and actually do all 3 things. People are often cooking, entertaining, and eating in the same room in the kitchen. And because of that, more people than ever have installed things like kitchen islands and breakfast bars. Kitchens are becoming a central hub of communal activity, and with that, cooking is becoming a social activity. Younger generations are collaborating on cooking more than previous generations ever have, and appliances are also coming a long way. They're becoming more connected with software than they were before. For example, at Samsung, our latest appliances allow you to get the perfect cooking result through software-aided controls of temperature and time. Today, I'll talk through 3 themes: experience, technology, and the ecosystem. At Samsung, we're thinking hard about how we make technology truly helpful for customers. We're taking everything that we know about changing habits and new technology into account to try and craft an experience that will truly improve our customers' lives. Firstly, we know that recipes are scattered everywhere, and it's really hard when you're finding recipes in so many different places to then remember what you found and then actually turn those recipes into meals on the table. Half of the fun is finding recipes on different blogs and websites and apps, but then organizing them becomes really, really difficult. So to help here, we've made it easy to save recipes, regardless of where you find them, into one place. You can take recipes from blogs, websites, social media, printed magazines, friends, anywhere you like, and save them all into one central place. Next, we know that turning those recipes that you found from all those different places into meals involves many different steps. You need to think about planning the meal and creating a shopping list and buying the ingredients. These steps all together can take hours, and it's one of the reasons why so many of us don't end up cooking the recipes that we discover and are inspired by, but instead end up cooking the same 7 to 9 recipes on repeat. So with Samsung's food experience, we make all these steps seamless. Any recipe that's saved into the experience can be turned into a meal plan and shopping list in a few taps. Earlier, I spoke about how households are collaborating more than ever, so we've put collaboration at the heart of the experience. You can invite other household members to share recipes, create shopping lists, and plan together. Once you're ready to start cooking, we've added seamless integration of your kitchen appliances into the app, and you'll notice it works with recipes that you literally have saved from all these different unique places where you discovered them. So there are many cooking apps that you can use to cook, but at Samsung, our vision is to create a seamless experience that connects everything together. Start with saving and organizing your recipes, then continue through to shopping and then cooking. We're also connecting different Samsung devices, and the experience will work seamlessly across SmartThings, Bixby, Whisk, and our smart appliances like Family Hub. If you save a recipe on the fridge, for example, it'll show up on your mobile. Save something to your shopping list using voice and it'll show up on the fridge. And today at SDC, we're excited to show you new ways for partners to take part in this ecosystem. But before I jump into that, I want to share a little bit more about the technology powering these experiences. Behind our service, we have advanced AI technology that's been in development since 2012. We believe this is the most advanced AI for recipes in the world. It works through what we call our food genome, which is a large ontology of food. We use deep learning-based natural language processing to map all the data together and then enrich it with everything that we know about the ingredients. For example, if a recipe has beef, mushrooms, and rice, we know the taste and nutritional qualities and perishability, price, availability, popularity, and so much more about every single one of the ingredients in that recipe. And because we know the amount of the ingredients you need in the recipe, we understand a lot of context about the recipes and therefore about what users want. We use this data in our apps to power what might seem like simple features, but are the result of advanced technologies. For example, we automatically calculate nutrition for every recipe, even if you literally just manually typed it into the app. As you create your shopping list, we identify items that we think you might already have and don't need to shop again. When you're creating a shopping list from multiple recipes, you'll often have duplicates of the same ingredient. So for example, you might have butter that appears in both recipes in different amounts. These are just some of the many smart features that you'll notice as you start to use our experience. I'm excited to now share how you can work with Samsung. This is the part I'm most excited about, how we can help partners engage with Samsung and add value back to you as well. So partners are now able to share their recipes and products across the different Samsung devices and experiences. Partners who add recipes into the platform once will see that it automatically shows up across all the different Samsung platforms. And we're constantly expanding the list of the devices that take part in that. Let's jump into a live demo to show how easy it is to add recipes into the ecosystem. Start by adding a recipe through our simple recipe builder form. You can add a title, ingredients, and steps. When you go into each of the steps, you can now add images to those steps. And within the step, you can also add cooking intents. Simply choose the device and setting and click Save. Now, when someone wants to cook your recipe, it will automatically connect to the Samsung kitchen devices. As you publish the recipe, the system analyzes the recipe and automatically adds images for your ingredients. It works out the nutrition for the recipe and it adds key tags, for example, what cuisine or course the recipe is. We know that for some partners, how your brand shows up is really important. So we're launching a special program to allow brands to show up right inside the Samsung experience. If, for example, you'd like your brand of, let's say, breakfast cereal or baking ingredient or spice to show up in a certain way in our app, you can set it up once with your brand information and it'll show up with that brand across our app. It'll show up in recipes, it'll show up in shopping lists, everywhere where that brand is relevant, you'll see your brand shows up. You can even connect your brand product to the perfect cooking program or algorithm, so that when someone comes to cooking your product, it'll use the algorithms to cook the device to the perfect result. We have a special program for SDC attendees where we'll be providing you a white glove onboarding experience to basically help you set up your brand in our system. So please do get in touch if you're interested. Finally, we've created new ways for users to share recipe content with others using our new recipe communities. We have hundreds of communities already, and now we're inviting our partners to build communities on our platform as well. Beyond being able to have your content show up across Samsung hardware, partners are also seeing really high engagement rates. So a number of people are saving recipes and shopping recipes after viewing them. Please reach out to us and we'd love to share some stats and show you how the whole system works. Now, let me show you how you can set up one of those communities. To get started, first select whether you want the community to be public or private and who can add content. Then you can select your name, image, and other attributes before you can start to add some recipe content to that community. Food is a common shared experience that naturally clusters into communities of interest. We have communities today around techniques, devices, around diets, lifestyles, cuisines, and so much more. Some of my favorite examples are things like a gym instructor who is using private member groups to share recipes for their gym groups. We have social media influencers sharing content with their followers. We have CPG brands who are creating communities to share branded content. We have so many different types. We already have some of the leading food influencers on board. So if you're a food influencer, a publisher, a brand, a grocer, we'd love to speak to you. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching and happy cooking.